Hey, good morning, man. It's Donald again this morning. And so this morning, man, I want to talk about several things. And throughout the years, I've been out here working the trail system and watching everything that pretty much goes on out here. And I hear everything, man. Mary and I know a lot of people out here. We talk to a lot of people from hikers to business owners in the towns, and the business owners that focus directly on hikers, and then the employees of these places and the owners, and we just talk to everyone out here, man. And I'm a super talkative person, if you haven't seen yet, man. I like to, when someone gets me going, it's hard to shut me up, man. But anyways, dudes, so this morning, man, the last couple days I've been making videos and people have been commenting on them, and I post everywhere. And so, people, not just on my posts, man, but people will actually text me in the background, because I know a lot of people, and a lot of our past customers are now our friends, and we just hang out, they'll stop by, and you know what I mean, man. It's just one big fam. And so, that being said, man, let's get on to these subjects. And so this morning I wanted to talk about influencers, I wanted to talk about trail magic, I wanted to talk about, trail magic, and I wanted to talk about how I divide the trail up into groups of communities that create one big community, man, that keep the trails safe and passable. And that includes everyone. And those are like the acronyms of the trail, like the USFS and the ATC and the 30 plus trail groups along the 14 states that the trail runs through, man, that keep the trail maintained, man, because and I'm gonna do videos on this too. I have with GATC member Rick Dix. He actually oversees the trail and maintains it, whatever. He's got like the most hours out here, him and a couple other people. But I did some videos with him and studied on learned what was going on out here to keep the trails safe and passable, and who works on it, and who builds the stairways, and who keeps the trail at ground level. Because when you get on the trail, man, and it's all rutted out and stuff, in some places, the trail's like 2 feet down under level land, man. Who do you think comes in and fixes that? Yeah, the trail groups, the acronyms of the trail, man, and the USFS and the ATC and the trail groups, maintenance groups, and the states, man, they all gather together, man, and they talk about what needs to be fixed, what needs to be changed, how can they keep the forest, the ecosystem alive and healthy. And so the acronyms of the trail are super important, whether they overstep their boundaries or not, the ATC, whatever. There's still a use for them. They are still doing something, man. And it's unfortunate that I have my opinions too of the ATC, man, but I see the good, I see the bad, I see where they could do better and communicate better. But that's besides the point. The trail needs the acronyms of the trail, as they need the rest of us. And so, like the communities that I'm going to talk about right now, I look at the trail as a living, breathing entity. And so the trail needs nourishment to continue to give to us, man, so we can enjoy the forest and the mountains and the scenes and the towns and the people that come here, and just the whole experience, the magical experience of the trail, man. It's from all of us. And so that's what's so beautiful about the trail, man. Ben Mackay's vision was to build a place where people could come out and escape the chaos of life, man, or everyday cookie cutter societies, what I call it, man. But that's what this trail was created for, was to escape that and come here. And there would be, little towns and villages along the trail, man, like little communes, man, that assisted the hikers and stuff, man. And Ben Mackay's vision has evolved since then, because that was back in the 20s and 30s when these ideas were those were the bohemians, man. You know what I mean, bro? And there was a lot of stuff going on back then, man. Lots of stuff, man. The Depression. I mean, there was just a lot going on. And Benton Mackay and his buddies, man, wanted to create a place where people could escape that. And that's what the Appalachian Trail is. And yes, it has evolved into what it is today. But I mean, that change needed to happen to create what is going on today, to keep it maintained, to continue to have this place so other people can experience it, man. People come from everywhere to hike this trail, man. Anyways, I don't want to beat a dead horse, man. But so the trail is a living entity. We have the acronyms of the trail. That's 2 communities, okay? Now we have like the forest and the animals. We need them, man. We have to work together with them to keep the trail and the forest and everything just in balance, man. And so we need those plants to survive as the plants need us to survive. So we're working together as a group, man. So isn't that cool, man, how it just all like works is together, man. We just need each other and to survive, man. And so now we have the forest animals, that's another group. So we got 3 groups here. Now we have the businesses of the trail that focus on just the trail, man, and the people, the hikers that come here and like-minded outdoor enthusiasts, man. We have that, and that's another community. And then we have like the towns along the trail, man, that also cater to the trail or house the people like Mary and I, and you know, above the clouds, Lucky and Bounce and all them over there in Suches, man. And then you have Don and Bill over there at Green Dragon, and you know, Mountain Crossings. I mean, George, the owner, used to be George and Logan, but George, man, you know, she houses people up there like Bran, and you know, Eva doesn't live up there, but all those people, man, work there, and all these people are employed in these towns, man. So we need these towns because all the foods and the gas and the oil and the garages and the tires and everything that we need is in these towns. A house breaks, man, we need a plumber. Who do we call? The townspeople, man. You know what I mean, dude? Our car breaks. Who do we call? We need tires. Who do we call? We have a place in town that we go, man. Do you see what I'm saying? So there we go. There is another piece of the community, and there's people like Chris and Colleen that own the Seasons, and you know, just places like that, man, are necessary to continue to keep the trail safe and healthy. And the GATC people like Rick lives in Blairsville, blah, 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 blah. It just goes on and on. And then, of course, we have the, let's see, the hiker businesses, acronyms of the trail, towns along the trail, the hikers, man, and that's us. And so we are the magic. All of us are the magic of the trail, man. We all make this trail what it is. And so each one of us has a duty to be a steward and watch over the trail, man, and make sure that she stays healthy and nourished, so each one of us can continue to experience the magic. If we continue to feed off of it and take from it and take and pick and pick and pick and never get back, man, that magic is gonna disappear, man. It's just gonna fade away. You gotta love it. You gotta give back to it too, man. You can't just take from it. So that being said, man, I want to get on to trail magic. So trail magic, man, at one time was like, for me, man, trail magic is like you're walking down the trail. I'm gonna use this example, man. So Mary and I are hiking down, man. I can remember thinking about like fruit, man. I'm just like needing fruit, man. It had been a couple days, man, since we'd been to a town, dude. We're just rolling down, man. And every now and then, man, you know, you'd see like a person, man, you're talking about town and fruits and veggies and whatever, man. And, every now and then, man, you'd roll up. And so we were hiking like in the fall kind of, man. And we would run into like apple orchards and stuff, man. And that was like magic to me. Or like, this example, we're walking down the trail, days, nothing. And this guy rolls up, man. He's got like Go Light equipment on, man, which is the old light gear stuff, man. And I think they're back out today, man, but they were like the first ultralight place, man. And so he's got like this Go Light hat on. I think he had like a little Go Light coat or something, man. But he also had like oranges and bananas, man. And he gifted Mary and I that. And man, I can remember how man, it was like having a piece of gold in my hand, man. It was delicious, man. It was all I was thinking about, and this dude, man, just magically appeared, man, with some magical fruits, man, and hooked Mary and I up, man. And I call that trail magic. The trail feedings that you see on the side of the road, man, they've become more of, I think people expect it today. And so I've seen people complain about the trail magic, man, and it blows my mind that someone would complain about someone taking their time and fixing whatever it may be, and taking their cash, their own money, man, and setting up on the side of the road to hook people up, man. That's just a gift, man. It's a gift. And so there should be no arguments or why don't you have this, or, but people are doing that. And it's unfortunate that that's happened, but I also think that people kind of ask for it because they're out here and, they're in the rooms. I sometimes wonder what the motive is behind the trail magic. Is it to be kind to people, man, and gift people, or is it for a thumbs up, man, and to get your name out there in the hiker world for 5 minutes of fame, man? And, I have to wonder, man, because if you're gonna do trail magic, why are you announcing it? Just go to the Gap, man, and hook it up, man. What do you think the people want? They want some fruits and stuff. They don't want a Snickers bar and a peanut butter wrap, man. They've already got that in their pack, man. They want burgers and stuff, man. And fruits is probably the best thing, man. Get some good stuff out there. Don't get the same things they have in their packs. They don't want Twinkies and chips, man. Screw that shit, man. I want a nice hearty piece of fruit when I come down. A fresh piece of fruit, man, an apple. And when I bite into it, man, it crunches and, just about breaks my teeth. It's so crispy, man, and juicy, dude. It's just running down my face, man. I mean, that's what I want when I roll down into a Gap after 3 days of being on trail and feeling like I got scurvy or something, man. You know what I mean, dude? But yeah, anyways, man, I wonder sometimes about the trail magic, man, or the trail feedings is what they really have become, man, because it's announced, it's expected, it's not even a surprise anymore. It's not like, unwrapping that present on Christmas morning anymore, man. Just being surprised and happy and having a smile on your face for whatever it is you see, man. It's more like, this is what I expect, and I read it online, man, and this is what they said they're gonna have, and it's weird, man, to me. And I think the trail magic should be more of that, that surprising moment of, walking down into a Gap and there's Jimmy there, man, with whatever, And another thing that I've seen about people putting stuff out and at the Gaps, man, unattended. And so they're just leaving it out there, man, unattended in a cooler, man, like whatever. And it's like, why are you doing that, man? L&T is the most important piece of the puzzle out here, man. We need to follow L&T, and let's leave no trace, man. Leave the smallest footprint that you can, and none if it's possible. But I mean, you're walking through, so it's pretty much impossible to leave no footprint. And so but leaving your gear, leaving a box or a cooler out there full of like Twinkies and whatever, man, don't do that. Why are people doing that? It blows my mind, man. What? You've killed the bear. They're definitely gonna get into that cooler, man. If they can break into a bear canister, they're gonna break into a cooler, man. Trust me. And they're gonna scatter that everywhere, and then they're gonna continue to come back to that spot and look for food, man, because that's how the animals work. And so that is not trail magic in my mind, man. That is just straight up being careless and, posting it online and thinking that you are actually helping when you're really just hurting the community, because, man, we're trying to save everything out here, man. It isn't about the thumbs up or, man, I gave them trail magic, man. Man, if you're gonna put trail magic out there and you wanna give stuff out, go out there and take the time, sit there and pass the stuff out to people. Make sure you take their garbage and leave the place as, when you rolled out, man, leave it the same way or better. Man, that's trail magic. That's the magic of the trail, man. All of us working together to keep a place that we all play and need to keep us all sane, man, is keeping it good for the next man. And so when we do go back, man, we're able to continue to go there, and it's not gated off or blocked off, or because people couldn't take care of it. So some of the trail magic, man, is out of control, and I think that I'm 50-50 on it, really, man. But I've seen people do good things too, man. There's people that come out here every single year and give hats out with bags of chips, man. They're a church group that sits up at Tesnity. They're good people, man. They don't mean any harm, and good intentions. And so I see that as a true magical moment. But some of it, like I said, I don't know what it's all about. That all being said, we have all those pieces that I believe are the communities of the trail that build up one community, or one big whole community, man, that keeps this trail safe, and it keeps it safe, passable, and all of us looking out for each other, man. That's the magic, man. We're all the magic, man. It's not those trail feedings. We are the magic, man. It takes all of us to keep this place alive, man. All right, so as much as some of you dislike the ATC, man, look at it like this. They are pen pushers. They are needed to keep the trail organized, because without organization, there's chaos, man. Just everything will be everywhere. Without those trail maintenance crews like the GATC, AMC, whatever, all of the trail maintenance groups in the states that the trail passes through, without them, this trail would not be the way it is. There wouldn't be stairs, there wouldn't be reroutes, there wouldn't be, there wouldn't be any maintenance. And so I'm gonna do more on trail maintenance and explain how it works, because actually the ATC does have the corridor for 5 feet on each side, and they control that corridor all the way from Springer Mountain to the Katahdin. And so they take care of it, and they don't need permission from anyone until after the 5 feet from center trail on each side. They have to go to the USFS now, and they have to collaborate and figure out what is good for the ecosystem, what's good for the trail, what's good and what's good for everyone, because that's what's needed to keep the trail safe and passable for everyone, man. And that's just the way I feel about the acronyms of the trail. I wish that they would actually strengthen their public relations, because I feel like the ATC oversteps their boundaries, and they don't communicate well with the entire community. And so I feel like that they just sort of throw us to the side, man, and they don't tell us anything. When they do, it's past. They've already done it. Like, we don't matter and our opinions don't matter. I think that the ATC I think that they think they're a couple tiers above us, and they're not. They are equal and on the same tier, because they are actually a non-profit group, and they shouldn't even be. I've got my opinions. I accepted the world shutdown in 2020. Mary and I were in that also. But what I could not accept is when they continued to hold their thumbs on our heads and try to hurt us down here because of Helene. And it just totally blows my mind that they continued to spread nonsense and lies even after a week after the event had happened. They continued to spread lies. Even after the USFS said Georgia was open, we had been working straight through. Like, we never stopped. Helene never touched us. And so, and the ATC continued to spread their lies along with a few of their little minions like Miss Janet and stuff, man. On the New York Times, I mean, come on. They took over the AT weather and everything, man, and really hurt us, man. They made it harder for us to survive down here, man. They made my job 10 times harder. I was answering calls, doing videos, trying to make sure everyone knew that we are wide open down here and that the ATC was making up stories for whatever reasons, man. I don't get it. But, well, I do, but I don't. I don't understand that when they try to say that they're about the community and asking for donations and saying that they're gonna match the donations with donated money. But anyways, man, that's besides the point. I'm gonna get off that because I'm not trying to down people. I'm trying to tell people that I'm a business out here, I'm a hiker, and they hurt us, man. And I'm still willing to accept that they do their part by pushing pens and making sure that the trail maintenance crews, the 30 plus trail maintenance crews that work out here along the trail, they keep it organized. They push the pens, they get the grants for the trail. They just have bad public relations, and I think that they think they are higher than the businesses and everyone else out here. Even though they talk like they talk to us, they don't. They never called any of us down here to check in on us, even though they said online. This is the stuff that bugs me. They make it sound like they have good public relations with the businesses down here, man. And they absolutely made no phone calls to any of us. And I talked to a lot of people, and none of us got a phone call from them, even though they said online that they cared about the community and they're out here to help us and they're out here to lend a hand and blah, 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 blah. Well, it looks like to me that they're only out here to lend a hand for what they need to keep themselves going and not the entire community. Without us, all of us, the hikers, the forest, the animals, the communities in town, the communities that focus strictly on the trail people and hikers and stuff, man, hostel shuttles, whatever, dedicated hiker focused businesses and, the trail itself. Man, without us, man, there's no need for the acronyms of the trail. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm up around 20 minutes, man, and I had a bust there because my stuff got full, so my camera shut down and I had to reset it and refocus and try to stay on track, man. But I'm up over 20 minutes now, and usually my videos don't load well after 20 minutes. So I'm gonna keep it at that, man. I hope everyone has a great day. If anyone has any questions, man, please give me a call. Call Mary. We are here for you. And like I was saying, have an open mind when it comes to the acronyms of the trail. They do suck when it comes to public relations, but they do take care of the trail, man. So it's like the government, man. All right. One love, guys. Peace.